And welcome back to the podcast. We are back here tonight with the most people who've ever had the podcast before. Jason's back here again. We got Caitlyn. We got Hannah. We got Jackie. We got Wally. We got Bo here for the first time. Exciting stuff there.
The season finale of all times. Better late than never.
Yeah, season finale is the next one, so tune in next week for that.
Yep.
We'll be talking about accents. It should be great. Yeah, but tonight we're talking about a recent excursion to Massachusetts. That I am here for the tech. I was not on it, so I'm going to toss it over to Wally and Hannah, who are going to be MC in this episode. Fire away, guys. Let's get this started.
All right. Well, I do miss this. I wasn't here last week's episode. It was just Hannah and Kate. Right? Just Hannah and Kate. I think Jackie was there in presence.
No, I was sleeping.
Jackie was asleep. And then the sexual behemoth that is Nacho and his ASMR. But your favorite group of techie guys, the computers sitting around a microphone in a circle, are back this week. So, Hannah, why don't you tell them what we did?
We went to Massachusetts. It was definitely very well thought out. Everyone's parents definitely knew about it.
My parents didn't know until the morning of, just for the record.
Your mom was very prepared.
I didn't know that.
She was. Because she loves this shit. She lives off of, oh my god, people might come say hi to me today. This is why we can't put her in a nursing home. She'll never survive. She won't have visitors. If she's here, she can at least go on the porch and go, hello, people walking by. Hello.
We'll go visit your mom in a nursing home.
She's probably listening to this act.
I will visit your mom at the nursing home. Hi, Wally's mom.
So sweet. Hi, Wally's mom.
We really like your food and your house. Thank you.
Your hospitality.
It was very homely.
It was very nice. Very nice. Felt like home. Bo looks awkward as hell.
Yeah,
right now.
it's kind of, yeah.
I'm trying to censor myself because I've been swearing a lot. No, I think we should get right into it. I think we should talk about our excursion.
Our excursion?
We should note first
Our
how spontaneous. Yes, it was.
Oh yeah, our spontaneous trip.
It wasn't a definite, a plan until around when we left.
It wasn't definite until probably an hour before that, and even then it was...
Well, there was some tension beforehand. So I texted Wally and I said, listen, are we heading out? And he said, yeah.
I was in a pissy mood, I'll give you that.
But then I said, okay, we're all ready whenever you are. And all of a sudden, we're in his massive truck.
That's true. That was very true.
On our way to Massachusetts.
Yeah. Kate, Jack, and I were smooshed in the back.
Yeah.
That we were.
My knees were in my jaw because Wally has this box. I don't even know what is underneath.
Oh, that's right. You don't want to know what's underneath.
And I was on the side that had that. So
some things we might not
listen,
want to
I sat in the middle the entire trip.
That's a lie. I was in the middle at one point.
Well,
when
I
Kate
was driving. Well, that's another
right.
point.
I think we need to just...
I hope nobody from my insurance company hears this.
Fuck the insurance company.
Somebody from fucking
happened to
Fourth Rock or
censoring
something. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. She isn't insured. But okay, I don't know why I went southern for that. They're from Massachusetts. They're from literally the most northern part of the country.
Okay, let's talk about how we hit the road. We were going. Kate has this app on her phone where she takes pictures. It's not her camera app. It's some other app, and she was taking pictures. We took pictures driving, and then she turned the camera on the road, and we almost got hit by a semi-truck.
This semi-truck starts going into our lane, and Wally, of course, he's from right outside of Boston.
Right outside.
So his hand's already on the horn.
Yes.
So
yep.
I happened to be taking the picture, and I just it wasn't even fazed by this semi-truck coming to our lane. I took the picture. And it's great. You see the truck in our lane, and you see Wally's hand.
I've never seen this.
Going onto the wheel.
It's so funny.
Mid-honk.
Mid-honk, exactly.
That's fantastic. Yeah, so you gotta realize that if you're... Jason's from New England. Jason's from Boston.
Yes.
Now you gotta... Shit, I just got hit by that thing. You gotta realize that...
Other context, we had these sticky cockroaches that were falling to the ceiling, and they're falling down occasionally, so that should happen.
Me. If you're from New England, you are spontaneously a much more aggressive driver. Good catch, Jacqueline. He fell down again. You are spontaneously you are 100% much more of a dick. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? You're going to get in a car, and the first thing you're going to do is, 1, is there a gun in here so I can road rage? 2, how big is this car? Can I run somebody in the other lane? And 3, how fast can I drive to cut somebody off? That is just instinctually how you get in any car. Me, I think Hannah said this, I'm a calmer driver for the most part.
I did say that.
I only say fuck you when you really deserve it.
And you honk the horn.
I do honk.
Every 5 minutes.
I do use my horn very often.
I was shocked by that.
My car is fun. Okay, so you have
Don't
a
say
regular.
car. Say monster truck.
My monster truck is
Big
fun.
ass truck.
Okay, it's not a regular truck. I have all these add-ons to it. So like, there's a plow frame. There's a winch. I have emergency lights. Very fun. And I took it off. Don't file me a friggin' ticket for this. I do possess a siren. Okay. I do own an emergency siren for reasons I will not get into, but I will get into. Family business, a number of other reasons. We're going to leave it at this. The siren has become very handy. I've not used it with these group of people, but I did use it on the way down to Connecticut, and I do use it if people are assholes and cut me off. We're going to leave it at that. I don't tell you what I do with it. So, my truck is very unique. It's very special.
Put it on.
I don't know what else I could do besides use it and turn it on. It's kind of
Simply press on.
Citizens arrest.
just there, pull the fuck over. Actually, that'd be very
Give
fun.
him a little scare.
Whoop! Actually, it does sound like it goes whoop whoop whoop. It's pretty fun. Also, my ADHD is kicking in tonight, so this can be a fun one.
Woo!
So what did we do? We drove 2 hours up there, right?
Yeah.
Where did we end up? We ended off on the fucking hitting a track trailer, right?
Well, we went. Yeah, that's where we paused.
So there were a couple of moments that, well, it was weird. On the way down, on the way up to Boston, on the way up to Boston, it was very much a Bo music time. We played a lot of Bruno Mars and a little Frank Sinatra. On the way back down, it was very Kate and Hannah, Celine Dion, Fine Line, Taylor Swift. And then I said, fuck all of you, I'm playing my country music, and that was the end of it. And they hated me the rest of the night, but that's okay.
No.
So, what did we do when we got there? We got there, it was dark.
Yeah.
To the lake.
Yeah, but we went to the Wallace
We
residence
met
first.
the Rents, the in-laws.
I met your doggy.
And your mom, and your dad, and your sister.
My sister is the dog.
Wally's mother, sweetest woman ever.
I love
her.
her.
I want to be adopted by her.
I just look identical to my mom and everything.
Yeah.
She gave us a home cooked
Yeah.
meal when we
Oh,
got
she
there.
was so nice.
It was so good.
And Kate's a vegetarian, and she had a vegetarian meal for Kate.
It was so nice.
And she gave us bread.
That's
Bread.
We went to town on that bread.
We did.
She had
ate that
a cute little
entire
butter
fucking
knife with a little lighthouse on top of it.
Oh, that's Pentucket Light in Maine.
Oh wait. Oh
Kate-
no.
Kate-
Onward.
Kate's love of her life is Maine. Not the M word is not a person. His name is not Manny. His name is Maine.
Maine is the love of
Who the
my
fuck is
life.
Maine?
We had a Tinder excursion on our very first night.
We did.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
so
was a shit show.
we first went to this lake near Wally's house,
Called
and I
Ames
brought
Pond.
my ghost pond.
Ames Pond. Well, and
Ames
also,
Pond.
actually, there are stories about people like drowning in that lake. I'm not
There's
terrible.
stories about people drowning in every lake.
That's why the rocks in it. People have driven into that lake quite often.
Well, I brought my heavy duty camera, so we were taking pictures there, and then we ended up back at Wally's house, and Kate and I.
No. We were driving to the lake,
Oh, you're right. 'cause
And-
we hadn't even gotten to the
and
lake yet.
Hannah, somebody came across Hannah's Tinder,
I was using Hannah's Tinder.
and
No, I was on Tinder, and
And
then I
then,
said
and then you said,
because we were in the dining room at Wally's house,
Oh.
and I said, Kate, we should go on
yeah,
Tinder
yeah.
now that we're in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
First guy that I come across, I'm like, Wally, you know this kid? Wally knows him.
He's less than a mile
Went
away
to
from my
school
house.
with him.
I went to high school with him. His name is Michael Mello.
Oh.
The kid, I'm gonna expose this kid.
My God,
Mike, I need you
Wally.
to listen to this. His name is Michael Mello. Michael Mello is a 6'5" man. His sister's name is Catherine. He was a
God.
He went to Southeastern Regional Vocational Technical High School in Southeastern Massachusetts, where he majored in metal fabrication and welding. The man is a member of the 107 IBW Iron Welders Corp, which is a public union, and his social security number ends in...
Oh!
see,
Alright,
I
so
was waiting to see when people would cut us off.
how the hell you know that much?
I'm sure his lawyers will be in touch now.
His lawyers are already suing the fucking...
Well,
Okay,
Michael's hot.
Yeah, he's hot.
He's very hot.
And we
He's a short
said,
man, he is hot.
listen, we said we should visit Michael, and I think Wally called him. What happened?
We were talking to him on Snapchat.
You-
Oh yeah, we talked to him through Wally's Snapchat, and we were joking like, "Let's go visit." And he was like, "I'm working on my car outside," and I was like, "We're visiting."
Yeah. Also, we got there. First off, they didn't decide that they wanted to go until we were halfway to this pond I wanted to show them, because I used to, love this place. So we go to the fucking, we have to go, Wally, let's go! Wally, you know him now. I'm like, okay, yes. Like, do you know where he lives? I'm like, yeah, I've been there a couple times.
Oh my god, let's go.
I reluctantly say yes, because now it is 11 o'clock at night and I'm fucking exhausted. So, sure. And I turn around and I drive down to where he lives. I'm not going to say that in the radio. Maybe I should say
Don't leak his address.
I can. His address is.
No.
We drive up to the top of his house. He lives on a hill. Drive to the top of his house. It was almost something out of like a fucking Jack Nicholson movie, because I get out of the car and park on the sidewalk. And get out and I go, hey, and I see this like crunched down person in the garage, and all you hear is a rustling, and he stands up, and I forgot he was 6'5". For those of you who don't know me, I am dwarf size, okay? I am 5'5", 5'6". I am not tall in the slightest. This man is literally a foot taller than me. He stands up and just gets taller and taller and taller and taller. I'm like, holy shit. And it's just this big black stand. I'm like, is that a person or is that a fucking like Bigfoot in his driveway? The guy walks in and goes, hey! How are you? Like, yelling at me. I'm like, hey! How are you? And he comes over, oh my god, hi, how are you? It was the first time I'd seen him in probably 8 months. I hadn't seen him most of last year because of COVID. But comes over and you sit there and talk. Well, you guys have the friggin' fetish for this guy. Go ahead and tell your part.
We took a picture with Michael.
We did. I put my arm around him. It was very romantic.
He was standing on some kitty litter. Jackie is toddler shit.
Yes.
We're gonna put the picture of Michael on Instagram.
He was in his player selection.
He was. He was standing
posed
for
for the camera.
exactly. Turned sideways and cocked his head back like,
He did.
It was interesting.
But it's okay. It's the hot privilege.
Yeah.
I saw the description of player selection instead.
That's what it was.
Kind of like moving ambiently.
You know what Bo said to me when we got in the car? Bo gets in the car and he goes, I've...
beat me in every way.
Bo gets in the car and he like just sits there and he goes, right? You all right? He goes, no. He's better than me in every
I
way.
need to disclose something about Bo. Bo is very sensitive about his height. He loves being 6 foot.
Just 6 foot, not an inch taller.
No. When somebody is a little bit taller than him, it's the end of the world.
Yes.
So this man was taller than him, and he felt defeated.
This man was significantly taller than we took. This guy was 5 and...
Also,
What? I took the
I'm not
picture,
saying
so don't
we've
even
been- I'm
compare
not
me.
saying we've been in contact with Michael since, but
Michael.
Michael happened to say that he looked puny in the picture. Puny. After he stood over all of us. So, I don't really know what that's about.
What?
How the fuck do you talk to Michael?
What did I talk
Oh my god, I gave you a Snapchat. Oh my god, I forgot about that. I cannot fucking believe I gave you a Snapchat. Have you talked to him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to him.
No, we're in love.
You're in love with Pierre as well.
I'm in love with
You're in love with the guy who does the freaking maintenance work in your bed. I don't want to hear it.
No,
okay?
that got me scary.
No, it was a doorknob guy.
Although I
The
did,
doorknob guy that saw Kate's
although I
tits
did appear,
and apparently thinks me and Kate are having sex.
you gotta respect the hustle.
We do have to talk about that later in this episode.
That happens after.
Oh my god.
We went to Michael's house.
Go to Michael's house, gotta see this picture. You gotta make sure to go check out the couple of friends with no class Instagram page. This is the only way you'll be able to see this picture. And unfortunately, the problem with the podcast and our YouTube channel is that podcasts, it's pretty tough to understand inside jokes without a visual. There are a lot of inside jokes that we can't get descriptive of, but we have a lot of pictures. We take pictures of fucking everything. I mean, I'm pretty sure Hannah knows my dietary plan at this point. So, like, if you want to see some of these jokes, you gotta go check out a couple of friends with no class on Instagram, and I can guarantee you'll be right here with
One of
us.
the things that will be up there by the time this podcast comes out, maybe, is the discarded fraternity logos.
That's right.
From the podcast
Yep.
that we talked about. Just
The ones that we forgot existed. Yep.
And so, the first one we picked, podcast cover. Other ones will be on the Instagram, hopefully soon as well.
Okay. Well,
Say
You guys keep podcasting, and I'll take care of it.
Hold
Yeah.
on, I'm kicking Bo? I just kicked Bo's ass in trivia crap.
obviously.
Editor Jason, keep that in.
Bo always gets so upset when I get 50-point words and words with friends.
okay. So you talk about Michael, the expedition with Michael,
Let's talk about the next thing that happened that night.
the pond,
David Wallace,
David
who
Lewis.
says, let's go to my old high school. We say,
Oh,
okay,
fuck.
David Wallace, let's fucking do it. We go, oh my god, this is so nice. And I have my fancy schmancy camera, and I say, guys, stand for pictures. So we take pictures, and then Wally says, Bo, let's go, let's leave. They run to the truck and leave Kate, Jackie, and I in a parking lot at probably 11 o'clock at night. We are 3 women
I'm making this up.
with one. I had one weapon, and it was a fucking flashlight.
Who forgot their phone?
That flashlight is the size of fucking
Kate,
Canada.
Kate didn't have her phone.
Oh, yeah.
There's a story about that.
Bo picked up because Nacho called me. Because
Yes.
When Nacho answered the phone, he goes, hello. He goes, who the fuck are you?
Hannah sent a video to the group chat saying that Wally left us, and then apparently Nacho called my phone, and Bo answered because I left my phone in the car. So
Nacho was freaking out. It
Yeah.
was pitch black, and we were just running around taking pictures.
What did we
But
decide to do?
the only
We
one
put phones on
that
our head.
cared about our safety wasn't even there.
Yeah, Nacho was freaking out. Nacho called me like 5 different
That's
times.
true. We also went way the fuck out of the way. We were very far away from you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
we were.
We're about a mile and a half
We
away.
honestly expected one of you guys to call me.
Actually, Jason knows this. Jason, you
I
went from
refused
Southeastern
to surrender.
to fucking down to like Bay Road in Stoughton, like down past Shaw's and back. I'm like, oh my god, they haven't called me yet. This is weird. And then Hannah called as we pulled in.
I didn't call.
Somebody called me.
No.
No,
No.
we didn't
Oh,
call you.
Really?
We were
I
not
thought somebody, like,
allowed to
tagged me.
surrender.
We were just taking pictures in the parking
Yeah.
lot.
Really? All right, never mind. I guess we're invalid. Fine. Fuck you guys too. Hope you die. I
Yeah.
remember pulling in. They're like,
Yeah.
hello. Well, they were sitting right in front of the main sign.
Yeah, we were taking
Well,
pictures.
that
of the
also
Yeah.
on the way to all the way to the intersection.
Mm.
We were listening to the baseball game.
The Sox game that we were desperately losing.
Yeah, I mean you were.
I was, and I.
Yes.
Well, that was the night they got eliminated.
I mean,
So-
Oh, next we
I'll
went
stop
to. We'll.
So I was
Gillette
opposite.
Stadium.
We went to Gillette.
Went
We
to
did go to Gillette
it's
Stadium.
the same.
That was a lot of fun.
It was. We got to watch the Sox lose on the big screen.
No.
Wally was sad.
No.
Wally was committed.
It was on every single TV screen
Yeah.
that we walked by.
Because there's nothing else to do in Boston on a Friday night in November. It's usually the Pats
October.
only play on Sundays.
There's
Okay,
a picture of Wally
October.
looking depressed on the top of Gillette Stadium.
I'm standing. What what you don't see in that picture is that guardrail is about 110 feet off the ground. First off, Bo's afraid of heights. Fun fact. What do you call it? Acrophobia.
Acrophobia. I
Acrophobia.
think so.
Interesting.
That's
What is
Um,
he wrong?
Watch it be
No.
wrong, but the thing
No.
that he's always saying.
Watch it be just like watch it just be a fear of heights. There's no terms.
Watch it just be like he's
Um,
lying again.
I was contemplating absolutely like hurling myself off the side of that building watching it. I don't know if you got the score in that picture at all, but they were losing like 6-0 at that point. And I'm sitting there watching the game like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Because I remember watching it. That was the game before they got eliminated. And I remember watching it and I go, what the fuck? Because we won the night before that, like 19-0. Fuck Texas. Texas is a bunch of cattle ranchers sit there and walk around thinking they're this shit because they got the Alamo. And walk out, I love everybody! Except for people that don't drive Fords. I mean, fuck Texas. Awful state. They didn't know what happened, what to do when it snowed, okay? We get 4 feet of snow a year up here on a very bad year, and we walk around like it's fucking nothing. They get a 1/9 of an inch of snow down there. Oh my god! We're gonna die! Oh my god! And it's freezing in there. Oh my god! I fucking hate Texas.
Wallace, let's talk about Massachusetts for a minute. Well, grubby
Fuck
little
Texas.
Wally was not having fun at Gillette Stadium. And there's
No,
a
I was very
picture.
annoyed. I was driving for like 10 hours straight at that point.
There's a picture of all of us at Gillette Stadium, and Wally is so mad.
So mad. I'm trying to leave. It's like 11:30. I'm like, guys, let's just do this one. Oh my god, look, there's a porta potty. Why do we keep taking pictures in front of porta
We took a
potty?
picture because Nacho,
Every porta potty we saw, there's a picture.
the eye candy, Kent, he's fucking hot as hell. He played for the New England Revolution, who happened to play
What a
at
club
Gillette
team.
Stadium. So we took a picture in front of the sign because our little buddy canceled on us, and then Wally was mad.
I was fucking mad.
And then we went around to where the Revs play. And
Oh.
Wally tried to drive us down a fucking People Bridge. In the pitch black. It was a wooden bridge. And we all we're sitting in the car like, Wally, we can't go on this.
No. It was because to get in was just this like risen like wood or not wood
It was a dirt path.
road, and there was a ditch on either side, and he starts doing like a like a 16-point turn in the middle of this road, and if he goes too far forward on one end, he falls into the ditch in front of us. If he goes too far back on the other end, we go into the ditch behind us.
Into the river.
And it was pitch black. He doesn't have a backup cam. He has this gigantic truck. I just didn't see it ending well.
Yeah, that was bad. I remember going down it, and I came maybe within 2 feet of going down this bridge. And I'm like, I can make it. I can pull this off.
You ended up doing very well, but it was a little scary.
I mean, my honest to God opinion, I think I probably could have made it down this bridge just barely if I did never move the wheel. What killed me was going down, like almost getting down this bridge that is obviously very small for my truck. I don't think it would have for the Prius, in all honesty. And I remember looking down the other end, I'm like, fuck, it doesn't even go anywhere. It's a fenced off field, like it's a gated community. I'm like, there's no way I could get down there, even if I did, what am I gonna do? So I'm like, if I get down here, there's no place I can fucking go. So I did pull off like a 99-point turn. And I pulled it off. And I said to them, I'm like, let's go down the other road here. They're like, no! I'm like, all right, fine. I didn't want to.
I made an audio spike, I'll tell you that.
You did it really?
Look at it right now.
You made an audio spike? Love that. What did we do? We went home?
Yes.
We went to Bass Pro Shop.
Oh, yes.
That's right. Yeah,
Took
I'm
pictures
sorry.
outside the closed Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, we went home. You guys went right to... Well, no, you didn't. We figured out your beds and everything.
And we went right to sleep.
And then Bo's bed was different. Bo, we had fun with your bed, didn't we? Your bed was an adventure.
The air mattress?
Yes. Because you had a pump. The pump?
Oh, it was a motor.
It was a fucking motorized pump. It was fucking terrible. We put the pump on and it goes...
Editor Jason, we did not need that.
Jason, we'd like to cut that out. Go ahead.
Jason, edit in fart noises again.
That was just the first night.
We're not even done. Well, Bo's fucking air mattress took us like 20 minutes to figure out. It took me forever. And then he kept sitting on it. He goes, more.
Well, you asked
More.
me.
I did. No, I'm not shitting on you. I was just like, okay. This thing's... I was kind of afraid it was going to explode on me. I was a little scared. All right, so go ahead. What happened the next day?
Our second day?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Editor Jason, put some effects on that cough.
We're going to talk about what happened when Kate and I shared a bed.
Oh, this was funny as fuck.
When I sleep, I wake up and then I go back to sleep. Like I check the time, and then I go back to bed. So I kind of woke up and I was like, where the hell am I? And then I hear a little rustling, and I go, ah, wonderful. And I sit staring at Kate, waiting for her to roll over.
For those of you who have no idea what just happened, that little audio spike was Kate rolling into Jason's now destroyed cardboard castle. Jason used to have a little cardboard castle that turned into essentially a storage unit, and now it's just kind of getting destroyed over time. It's just got like cages and chairs and random shit.
This is my point of view of this incident. I woke up, I think I was just laying there for a little bit, and I was facing away from Hannah. So then I heard her kind of moving around, so I was like, oh, Hannah's awake. So I turned over, and Hannah's laying down, facing me. Just conjure up the scariest look you can think of. Just like her eyes. She's so mad in the morning. And she was just glaring at me. And I kind of froze for a second. And it was the scariest
Trying to think if it was real.
It was the first thing I saw when I woke up.
Just looking into her soul.
That's what everyone wants to see when they wake up.
No, I'd like
not.
not in the slightest.
What?
Yeah.
Why is everyone ganging up on me?
Imagine being her
Hannah
roommate and
leave.
having to see that every morning.
Imagine being Jackie's roommate and having to see her nasty face every morning.
Okay. All right, hold on. As the third party roommate to you guys, you are both mutually disgusting in the morning. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? I'm gonna make out with you.
I
In
prefer
the
that if
morning.
you did not.
In the morning, Wally, what do? What am I like in the morning?
Do you really want to know? All right, we're gonna give this little mini story
No,
right here, right now.
Wait,
Little what?
Kate
Hair?
wakes up with her hair everywhere.
Yeah, Kate's hair
No,
is
no,
fills the
disclosure.
volume of the room.
I have very
Kate's
curly
is
hair.
different.
So when I usually just go to bed with it wet, so then I wake up and it's crazy. Or even if I go to bed and it's dry, overnight, people with curly hair know.
Yes,
It gets crazy.
it does. But mine's short enough I can mold it in the morning.
No, mine, no. Okay, Wally, continue your story.
Okay, the other night we're sitting here, and I was like chilling. I didn't feel good or whatever because we just fucking gotten back. And guess what? Nacho!
That was great.
That was
This is
fantastic.
why we do this.
This is
This
perfect.
is the serotonin I need.
This is serotonin. I fell asleep on Kate's bed, which is not uncommon. And I woke up at like 1:30 in the morning to Kate crawling in the bed, and I'm like usually terrified. I'm like, Kate, do you think I'm gonna have to create a pillow wall between me and Kate? And she's about to make out with my feet. And for the rest of the night, Kate made out with my feet.
No,
pretty
I
much.
didn't.
Yes. Okay, fine. All right.
slept in a little ball in the bottom of my own bed.
You know what I said to you at 1:38 in the morning? I don't know why I remember that so clearly, because I remember flipping over and looking at my watch. I'm like, Kate, you want me to get on the floor? She goes, no. I'm like, dude,
didn't want to make you leave.
I was obviously awake. I slept like shit that night, because now I was terrified, one, that I was going to kick Kate in the face, and two, I was terrified I was going to wake up and she's like hugging my legs.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. People do shit.
didn't
I
want to
talk
be by
about
you
it.
as much as you didn't want to be by me.
I know. Well, yeah, that's very accurate, yes. I talk in my sleep, which is kind of interesting you didn't hear anything.
I don't think so.
Good.
Okay, continue on to the morning.
In the morning, okay, this was very funny. In the morning, I rolled out of bed, and I flip over to go to the bathroom and come back, and I go, hey, Kate. She goes, ah.
I don't say words in the morning.
No, she vocalizes like
I
a
make
fucking
noises.
sheep. She does. She goes, bah. I'm like, hey, Kate. She goes, ah. I'm like, what? She goes, I'm sleeping. I'm like, yes, you sound very sleepy. Yes. She does. You know what she does at this time? At 8 a.m. a couple days a week, she's in a class, but she's not in a class. Kate is dead to the fucking world with a Zoom laptop, her laptop and a Zoom call, and what she describes as a semi-attractive professor who teaches calc, teaches calc. And the guy sits there and goes off. Kate doesn't know derivatives because of this. Kate taught us how derivatives.
I did.
Kate sits there and goes back to bed.
Jackie taught me derivatives.
I did.
Jackie.
I did teach her derivatives.
The other day, can we tell the maintenance guy story?
That was that day.
That was the day after.
It was when we woke up.
No, that was the day after.
Oh,
'Cause I was on the floor.
Yeah, never mind.
The day after that,
Wally
must have been
moral of
Tuesday.
the story, Wally sleeps in my room more than his own.
That's actually very true. I think I actually did a tally a couple weeks ago, and it was about even at the time.
Yeah.
And it's about even now. So I think we're about 50, probably 1 or 2 more nights in Kate's room. And it's not because it's Kate. I actually cannot stand her. She smells like moldy ranch dressing.
No.
So I just like sleep on her floor because her floor is nicer than my bed. So I'm set out to sleep on her floor, and her roommate Olivia is on her bed, and Kate is on her bed. Now I usually wake up before all of them, which is fine. I'm on my phone, and all of a sudden you hear okay, well that's 2. He's done.
It was hard too.
It was a hard knock. It's not anything Bo is capable
Yeah.
of. Because when Bo
Well,
knocks,
it was
it's more
like
that.
it was an assertive knock. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
Like,
And the third time, it's like, maintenance. I'm like, my God, is the room flooding? Did like somebody fuck? I thought it was when you guys maybe fucked up the toilet in the bathroom. Well, it turns out that the day before that, the day that we got back, I fucked up the doorknob, not intentionally. We're gonna go on a little field trip here, guys. Okay? I open the door and I'm playing with the fucking doorknob. And now is Olivia in here? She's not. I'm playing with the door and I go to open it to go to the bathroom, and I close it. I think I was closing it. I was going to close it, and I go like this, and I pull it, and the fucking assembly comes off in my hand. I'm holding a fucking door handle in my hand.
I have
Kate's got a video.
What happened.
I'm sitting there like, what the fuck just happened?
Side note, where the fuck is this thing coming from?
It's haunted! It's haunted!
The second time that it's appeared.
This is my thing from Tyler.
It attacks people!
Wally,
We throw it at each other in biolab.
well, it hit Wally's feet earlier, and then he threw it at me, and it just appeared.
It attacks me.
Where was it?
That shit is
We
possessed.
throw it at
It
people.
looks like a rancid onion.
No,
Corbin.
we throw it at
I
people.
thought it was a garlic.
Corbin fell.
Garlic, there you go, you're right. The fucking vampire.
Corbin
garlic shit.
fell.
Who's Corbin?
Terrifying.
Corbin
Content
fell.
that we-
No!
Sorry.
Stop moving, Hannah. Put it the fuck down. Ah!
Let me know if this for the podcast memory. I'm definitely keeping that in. But Hannah just picked up the beanbag in this room and almost threw over the microphone.
Oh my
No,
God.
the microphone is on a wireless.
Wireless microphone, dinner box, little bites, the trash can from your bathroom, and my video editing journal.
I had to get Corbin. He
Fuck Corbin!
He fell. Look.
Oh my God. Alright, so, this fucking maintenance guy opens the door. It is now 10:30 and it's piss pouring rain out. Okay? This was Tuesday, because it was piss pouring on Tuesday. So, I wake up and I go over, open the door, and I go, hey, He goes, "You Caitlyn?" I go, "Yeah. Yeah, I'm Caitlyn." He goes, "I'm here to fix a door light," and this guy's obviously completely... The room is pitch black, too, by the way. There's not an ounce of light in this room. Kate's still asleep, and Liv woke up and she's
No, I
staring
was
at me.
awake.
Okay.
I was just disheveled.
I open the door, and the guy's like, "I'm here to fix a lock problem." I go, "Oh, yeah, come on, it's over here." He goes, the guy didn't move. He was standing in the doorway.
What was on the floor, Wally?
I was going to get to that.
Okay.
Do you want me to say it, or do you want to
Go
say
for it, Wally.
Okay. This guy goes, "Can I come in?" And I go, Kate is completely buried under her covers from her nose down. Okay, that did not help the situation. This guy walks in the door. We're gonna live time this thing. Ready? We're gonna reenact shit. This guy goes like this. "Can I come in?" And right here on the ground, and as this guy's feet, is this bright red bra. Okay? Now, for you, those of you who do not know, I'm not having sex with Caitlyn. There's no relationship involved here. Okay? There's a bright red bra on the ground, right where I was
We
fucking
also took
sleeping.
forever to open the door.
We took so long to open the door. This fucking guy came in and he goes, "Alright," and kept walking. He comes in, he goes,
Listen.
looks back at us, looks at Kate. Now he's made eye contact with Liv, and everyone's just like, "Sup?" And the guy's playing with the fucking door. I'm like, "Oh, it's one of these things. I'll be back. I'll return." And this guy came back. There was not a bra on the ground. Nobody was asleep. Everybody was fully clothed. This guy probably came back.
Yes.
Okay, they knew. This guy definitely thought me and Kate were having some kind of rough sex at 10 o'clock in the morning. Is Kate that lucky? No, she can never benefit from having rough sex with Wally. But it's been a very weird day. Please cut me a break. That was a good joke. What?
Well, let's talk about the boobs on the back.
Oh, the fucking boobs!
Right
The
when
boobs!
Right where he was fixing the door.
He was! There's a picture.
There's
Kate,
2 sets of tits.
there's two. Well, yours look more like a beach.
I know.
I thought yours were like a Bahama coastline at first. And then I saw the gray space. I'm like, oh, that's a very... She had her finger in front of the picture. I didn't know.
No,
There was our
that's boob.
very large, lumpy fats. So, I don't know what else to call them without being flagged on Spotify. So this guy's fixing this door, and I'm headed towards Living Kate's room, and here's the bathroom door. And on the bathroom door, there's a picture of Kate, who makes it look like she just lost her virginity, and a picture of her showing her tits in what I assume was Duxbury?
It was the last
No,
one.
that was the castle one. What was it called?
Castle?
Yeah.
Situate?
The one that smelled like
No,
It was
you
the
know
last
the-
beach we went to when I found the little
The crab leg.
crab.
Yeah, and I picked up
You're
a
the one
crab.
you
Oh,
played
Plymouth.
with still.
No.
It was in fucking Boston, Wally.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in Savin Hill. Okay. So they're on fucking Castle Island. This is a picture of Kate's tits out. They're covered. For those who are listening. Because
I could put a
Jason,
new
can
one
we
up there,
censor
Wally.
imagination? Is there a way we can make sure like people's minds are censored?
I don't think we can do psychological manipulation.
We don't have that in our budget.
No, we're really recently got doing video content.
Yeah, well, picture it covered off with that weird, shitty, like blur out crap over her chest. And then above it, it looks like, honest to God, and this is gonna sound terrible. I didn't know those are her tits until somebody told me. I thought that was a beach because it's not. There's nothing in them. There's nothing in it. There's 2 large humps. I'm like, this looks like a flipped over picture of the Sahara. So I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? This is like I'm like, maybe this is like something. Maybe like this is something somebody drew. I'm looking like, no, it's a Polaroid, but okay. And then somebody goes, "Do you want to see my tits?" I'm like, "No, not particularly." She's like, "Well, okay, then stay in the bathroom." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "The top picture are my bosoms." I'm like,
My bosoms.
what?
Wally.
The fuck are you talking about?
Car ride.
Oh, I've seen Kate's ass now, fun fact. We were driving somewhere and Kate, we were in Boston. I'm sitting on Commercial Street in Boston, and Kate takes her phone. Where the fuck is my phone? Kate takes her phone, while I'm driving, and goes, "Wally, do you want to see my ass?" I'm like, "Not particularly, I'm driving."
No. I didn't disclose to you what it was.
She goes, "Do you want to see a picture?"
I wanted full surprise.
She goes, "Do you want to see a picture?" I'm like, "No, kid, I'm driving, downtown." She's like, "But Wally, you need to see this." I'm like, "All right, let me get to a red light." I get to a red light, and I turn my head to the...
Well, you were driving.
I was in motion still?
Yes.
Okay, so I was still in motion.
Is that a moving violation?
That is a moving violation.
He
Yes.
was at a red light.
Sexual arousal via driving is a crime in Massachusetts, as is sneezing without saying "bless you" at the same time. So she puts it in front of me, and Kate goes, "Wally, look," and I look, and I go, "That is a woman's ass." She goes, "That's mine." I go, "That is a nice ass," and she puts it away. And so from now on, I can officially say, I have seen the buttocks of Caitlyn McNally.
we're recording.
As Olivia
I
walks in
can't.
the room. When people like to listen to Liv go to the bathroom, can we hear you pee?
No. I just woke up from a nap.
It's ASMR, guys!
I don't really need my pee to be ASMR.
You were asleep when I was doing that?
Oh, I wasn't sleeping here. I was sleeping down the hall.
Different kind of sleeping.
No, I was dead asleep. I promise you.
Sleeping with a little more activity.
No, there was
Yes.
no
There was
activity.
plenty of activity.
There was no
She's
activity.
gonna burn her calories. Yeah, Nacho. I would like everybody in the podcast to know that Nacho, the executive producer Nacho, has been here and he's been silent. Nacho.
So is Bo, and he's named the
Bob just in the corner makes a circle with his one hand and takes his finger in the other and goes,
What
we
the
will, we will no longer mention
We're
Olivia.
gonna talk about funny Massachusetts.
We are, yes!
You
I
have
haven't
it.
got to the second date.
Exactly.
We hit tidbits as we go. Give me fucking shit on fire.
Okay.
Ready? Cool. Alright,
Shit.
Saturday. Best day we have pancakes when we woke up in the morning. Anybody have anything about the pancake? Pancakes were good.
You spoke mad quick right
I
there.
Pancakes were good.
We went down this weird road, and Wally's like, I want to bring you to this really nice lighthouse. And we're like, okay. So we get to this parking lot.
Fucking bridge is
The
closed.
bridge is closed.
Ah!
We get to the place where Wally wanted to bring us. So we had to go all the way around.
Took us another 20 minutes.
And we go on this
This is
weird
Duxbury.
dirt path
It's not weird. These are sand dunes.
that we're not supposed to be on.
We're not
And we
supposed
go, we're going like 15
Off-road.
and we're bumping.
to.
We are
They're
flying
hitting
off
their
our
heads on
seats.
the roof.
So we're grinding, we're
Hi,
bumping,
Wally.
bumping. And then all of a sudden we get to this like dune and Wally's like, oh, I can make it through there. Let's see. Kate, get out. So Kate gets out of the car and he's like, make sure I don't hit anything. So Kate's out there making sure he doesn't hit anything. And we get onto the beach and we go down. Immediately we are down. We are sinking. It is quicksand. We get there and Wally's like, I'm stuck. And we're like, no, you're
I
stuck.
took the truck into the beach and okay. I drove a very large vehicle, four-wheel drive. I took the truck on the beach and we get over the hill and all you feel is a boom. And I knocked out a part of the ramp to get on the beach.
There's a 3 feet drop.
You can stand inside it and not see
It's a
bump.
ditch.
Yes, I created a ditch. It was bad.
So then we got our asses
We got
out of
stuck
there.
in the beach. I floored it out of there. Because you're not supposed to, my truck is very heavy. You're not supposed to have it. I fucking floored it on this like white sand beach. And I'm like sitting there like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. There's no way you can get a tow truck down here. The tow truck won't be able to fit down the fucking road. So I'm trying to like, oh my god. Bo, what was the one thing you had to contribute? The only time Bo said anything this entire side of the trip. Do you remember?
I said something?
Bo goes, do you want us to get out? Like, what the fuck is that gonna do? Why?
It'll lighten the load.
You want more weight in the car, Bo. You want more weight in the car for traction. 'Cause I do this all the time with Bo. It's like my little brother. I love Bo, but I shouldn't know why. But I love Bo.
And then we zoomed to the football game.
We did. Well, we go down and we see this lighthouse that didn't exist. We saw the lighthouse. We gave Wally his little history tour. Because this is like, when you go up in New England, they take you to all these fucking things like 100 times, and you know all the history of this shit. Because I think they want you to be like duck boat tour guides. I think that's like the only career you could have from Boston. So it was fucking crazy. So we
Saw the world's most eventful football game.
oh my
Wait
god.
till me think
For the record, if anybody listening to this podcast are either Stonehill College fans or University of New Haven fans, please humbly go fuck yourself. You are both equally douchebags. New Haven fans probably less than Stonehill fans. But as somebody who grew up down the road from Stonehill, I grew up with the mentality. Isn't that what women? Oh, it's menstruation.
That's not like a riddle right there.
Mentation, menstruation. So we go to the fucking football game, and by the time we get there, we're winning like 28-0 by the halftime. And keep in mind, this is Stonehill College, which is 200 miles away from New Haven. And this is true. There are 90% of these people that are there. First off, we didn't even have to pay for the game, but we paid anyways. 98% of the fans are New Haven fans. An overwhelming majority. There might have been a pocket of people wearing purple, and I'm pretty sure they were the announcers. It was very weird. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck is everyone? This is a massive school. There's like 12,000 kids that go to the school. It is almost D1. And there's not one group. And then all of a sudden you're, yeah, fuck you, Stonehill! I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And it wasn't a Boston accent. There's an accent from where I live. Which is another podcast for another
The next
time.
podcast.
It's the next podcast, season 2.
Make a note of that, because I don't have internet to look at any of the points that I created, so
Yeah.
it's all up to you.
Season 2. All right, guys, listen to this very quickly. A sidebar here. Season 2 You can have the premiere of a couple of friends in no class. Nobody thought we'd make it past one season. We thought this would be kind of like a fluke. But listen, it's actually kind of getting a big.
We made it in a sleep-deprived state.
We did. We made it like, hey, Jason, I'm bored. You want to have fun with this? Yeah. Why the fuck not? And here we are, 3 months later, and it's actually got a bit of a following, and it's turning like a friend group kind of thing. We've all kind of adapted to love this as our own child. And that being said, Bo, fuck you. You've been replaced by the podcast. You're no longer our child. And I like how Bo just sadly goes, oh, okay. So I'm getting a rap from Hannah. She's telling me to move faster. So we go to the fucking thing. Halftime, first off, the coldest pizza I've ever had. That pizza was literally frozen.
That pizza
We forgot honeydew.
In Massachusetts, you have two options. You have Honeydew, you have Starbucks, and I guess the third option is Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is obviously
The place that makes the cheese.
Crescent Ridge. That doesn't make cheese.
No,
This is the diss at the place.
That's an ice cream place, Hannah.
Cumberland's.
Cumberland Farms?
Yeah.
That's a gas station.
Cumberland Farms was our savior. You can't talk shit.
We'll talk about Cumberland Farms in a minute. We're gonna take our time and get to P-Town. P-Town is its own fucking pocket.
I really think that this podcast is gonna have to be a little bit longer.
It's fine.
We go to Honeydew.
Go ahead and talk about Honeydew.
Because Wally's like, you guys want to try Honeydew? And we're like, sure, Wally. We get we go around to the back, and we're like, is this a drive-through? This is the shadiest alleyway
Fucking sketchy.
we've ever
This is
seen.
literally an hour.
And so we get up there, and Wally parks like a foot behind like the menu, and he's like, "What do you guys want?" And we're like, "We don't know. We've never been here." And so there's this little sign underneath like the speaker box that says like another $1 if you want a fucking banana. And I was like, "What the hell is this place?" So we all basically order the same thing. It's just like a bacon, egg, and cheese.
This poor fucking guy.
So he's like,
That's so bad. I think I knew him.
And so we pull up to the window. This guy is like 7 foot tall. He's hunched
Like a
over.
freshman just trying to make some money.
He's hunched over in the drive-through window, and he's like, we only
Jalapeno.
Blueberry, jalapeno, and sesame.
have
2 sesame, a jalapeno, and a blueberry.
They didn't have plain bagels for our fucking our bagel sandwiches. And so we're like, okay, we'll get sesame. And he's like, there's only 2 sesame. And we're like, oh shit. And Molly's like, just put it on whatever. So we all got a Russian roulette of fucking bagels.
I thought everybody got the same thing.
Wait. A Russian roulette or a smorgasbord?
No, a Russian roulette. We had no idea what
There's
sandwich.
some jalapeno.
We
something
would have been
with
stuck with the jalapeno bagel. Okay.
Jackie had one sandwich to share between the two of
Yeah,
us.
we didn't get all our
It's true.
sandwiches.
I
We
didn't like
had to
sweet
split
and
our
salty
blueberry
together,
Yeah.
I'll just take
egg
jalapeno.
sandwich.
And you, but you're not gonna
It
choose
wasn't,
it.
okay, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. It was better than I expected.
It was bad. I do remember saying to the guy, like, first off, this is kind of my fault at the same time. The guy definitely didn't understand we were supposed to have 5 bagels. We only got 4. Jackie and Kate's good. I said to the guy, I go, you know, this is my fault. I dropped the ball. They go, they pretty much decide everything they wanted. Like, they pretty accurately described how to put what on. And just as they get to me to make mine, I'm like, fuck it, just put it on whatever you got. So that's my fault. I turned this into we played life and death with sandwiches here. Because one person I thought it was all the same. You guys got bacon, I got ham. And I was like, do you want Fuck, they're going to get bacon and jalapenos in the same. Whatever porta potty we're going to find, they're going to blow the fuck up. Yeah, that was funny as shit. And we ate it, and it was kind of bad.
Mine was fine.
I know,
ours was fine. The blueberries
Half
were terrible.
a bagel.
Yes, you
So
had
me
half
and
bacon.
Jackie were just munching on a half a bagel.
If you cut it in
I was
half,
hungry as hell after
so
that.
I have a weird theory. If you cut it in half, cut the bagel in half, but not the bagel. Right? If you cut the sandwich in half and not the top bagel,
Wait, what?
and then you just cut the
Doesn't
top
make any
bagel.
sense.
Listen, you cut the top bagel in angle. Well, no, because it's a circle, so it's still half.
Wally?
Wally?
Would you believe I'm a STEM major?
I think we should move on now.
You
That was
should.
embarrassing.
Bo, how was
And
your bagel?
booing noises.
See, my bagel.
Hey, boo! Fuck
Yeah.
you, booze. How was your bagel?
My bagel was. What? Oh, it was okay.
Okay.
Oh, really
What was
wasn't
it?
a jalapeno.
Oh, everyone got
They
bagel.
got on the jalapeno train right after they mentioned it.
He
I
got
like
like,
jalapeno.
Because I don't eat spicy food. I go, yes, you do. But okay.
It's not that spicy. Number 1, I like jalapeno. Number 2, I knew you guys are not gonna choose in time, so I was like, So
I was like, fuck you guys. I know.
whether spending, choosing what to choose, or spending time what to choose, I'll choose it. So it'll be like a elimination.
We make Bo make all decisions for us because he does.
He's the only one that can make decisions.
Yeah.
We asked Bo, where do you want to eat?
Well, after we went to Honeydew, we go to the football game. That was our eventful football game. The fans are fighting the players. Players are fighting players.
Oh.
And Shamar Logan is fighting everyone.
Shamar Logan against the world.
Shamar Logan is gonna end up in a fucking prison somewhere.
Shamar Logan is a nice guy. We don't know him.
Shamar Logan started a fucking fist fight with an entire college. And then lost.
I would do it too. And then we go to the football game. After we leave the football game,
We run out of there.
We do.
Can you tell about how
Wally's decked out in New Haven merch.
I have a New Haven hat and a New Haven sweater? Can you tell about how the fight started? You did not.
Do we know?
Yes! This motherfucker, not Shamar Logan, some random fucking crackpot in UNH, goes out in the field and goes, "Hey, fuck you, man!" Like, lights his shit up out of nowhere. I don't know what the hell. It was some personal foul call. It was intense, okay? And then all of a sudden you see, "Fuck you!" And there's this guy, number 31 at the University of New Haven. I don't know who it is, but go look on the fucking roster.
31.
Okay, look at number 31 at the University of
32
New
is
Haven.
Shamar. Oh,
32 is Shamar Logan. 31 was the guy, the douchebag with the personal foul that got ejected.
I don't really think it's that important. I'm not doing that.
31? Okay, whatever. I'll give my time. If somebody find it out on Instagram, we'll probably, I don't know. So, this motherfucker gets a personal foul call, and personal foul calls in football, 1 is the warning, 2 is a suspension. 2 is it's essentially a penalty box in hockey. And then 3 is they get you out of the game. I'm working on it, man. I don't rush perfection.
fuck football.
Love football from Boston. So accents, another episode, season premiere, season 2
Oh,
continues.
season finale. Accents
Season
is the
finale.
next one.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah, we're recording accents after this one.
I have a really weird idea. Every time we're gonna end the season, can we do like a road trip?
Sure.
Just imagine that.
Wow, this is next.
West Milford, New Jersey is next. That is true.
I thought we were hitting all 3 of their houses at once.
Yeah.
We're running out of there. Wallace is like,
Well, the fight starts, and I want to tell them about the guy who yelled at the guy in the sand.
okay,
I'm
Wallace.
so okay, ma'am.
Okay.
You're just jealous that I didn't know your tits were on the door. Okay.
Jealous.
Okay. I got a croak through the hosts here.
So this motherfucker from Stonehill, who I'm gonna be very honest with you, if anybody's ever watched Scary Movie, he looks like Cousin Eddie from Scary Movie. This guy's in a friggin' like do-rag, and he's got like a really long, like skinny pirate's beard.
He had legs for days.
He did have legs for days. Kate was very attracted by his legs.
I just stated he had legs.
The guy sitting for the bench because he can now hear this guy who's like, "Yo, fuck you, Stonehill." The guy's like, "Quit fighting! Look at the score. You already lost 2 fucking quarters ago." So this motherfucker, and I really do this a lot of times, I'm on a crack tonight. He sits up in a chair and goes, "Fuck you! I'm gonna beat your ass in a fucking parking lot!" Like lighting this guy up, okay?
He told him, he did this. Come here, come down.
Come here! We'll open the gate for you. Come here, let's go.
I took pictures of this.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So she did take pictures. This guy was like ready to fight him. This guy in the stands like, "I'll fuck you up. Let's go, man." He's like 45. I'm pretty sure the guy had a fucking oxygen mask on. I'm pretty sure he had a broken leg too. So I'm like, this guy's gonna go down there and beat the shit out of this guy with a fucking crutch. Is that what I'm hearing? You're gonna go down there and whack him with his one good knee? Okay. And by the end of the game,
We run our little asses out of there.
I run my little ass out there. You're all way more than I do.
And then we all turn and look.
Except
And
for
there's a fight.
there's a fight in the middle of a field.
And then we hear some girl, a couple like people over, and she's like, "Go home!" to our football team, who is mostly
predominantly
black.
black.
And they felt a little bit racial.
There was everybody turned heads because it is blatantly racist. I'm like, why the fuck would you say that? Especially to like, what killed me is there's like all the parents like real classy New Haven, real class. I'm like, no, fuck you, man.
They were literally in the bushes talking
Literally,
shit.
Yeah.
it is. We're at a Division II football game where 12 people showed up to watch, and they lost like 64-14. It was an absolute. This was like watching the fucking Jets game.
So we gotta get to the big hooty what's it about the whole trip. The best part of the trip. The only reason we went to the fucking place. The reason why I brought my big ass shovel The Plymouth
Rock.
Rock.
I was afraid I was going to get mugged. Oh, the couple Karens in the bushes.
The
I'm sorry.
Plymouth fucking Rock. You don't understand. We drove to Plymouth, and I had to pee.
So bad.
So Jackie and I went to the
My
bathroom.
camera died.
My camera died while we were in the bathroom. About
She was
20
taking a picture of the toilet she was using.
No, we were trying to take a bathroom selfie.
Memories.
We're 20 feet from the fucking Plymouth Rock, and my camera's dead. So we take a pit stop at the Mayflower. Kate and I flip off the Mayflower, much to Wall's
That has to go in the fucking stack for Instagram. Has to.
So we sprint our little butts
'Cause it's
over to the Plymouth fucking Rock.
The
Sorry.
behemoth.
Just
I saw that in the corner of my eye, like, oh my god.
The Plymouth Rock. That's gonna fall on the microphone.
Oh no.
That is going on in the fucking... That is so funny. Oh my god.
Well, we see the Plymouth Rock. It's the best day of my whole life.
Oh my god. Jason,
It's currently in our common room.
yeah, they stole the rock.
I
They stole the
Plymouth
4-ton
Rock.
gold.
And then we got dinner. And we went to some place. Wally slapped Kate's ass.
Not willingly.
Did I take your hand and slap my own ass?
Well,
The strength of that slap
Oh, there's a video.
was not unwillingly.
Because at that point I was annoyed.
This is Wally's telling a lie.
Bo, can I slap your ass?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay.
Intonation.
No.
Okay. So after that, we lighthouses.
No, I'm just we went to Situate first.
We went to the one that looks like a Minecraft tower.
That was way the fuck out. That's a different story. That's Provincetown.
Yeah, that's the second night.
We went to Situate Light first. Then we went from Situate to Knobskip Point, which is in Falmouth. Two very nice lighthouses, totally fine. At that point, Jackie almost drove into a granite wall.
Okay, side note. I was being yelled at by Wally about the fucking brights
I was supposed
for
to be safer.
15 minutes, and he kept telling me to pull for the brights. Now that is
Both my
odd.
beams.
No, that is odd because usually you push for the brights, but he kept telling me to pull.
Because they stick.
No, it didn't stick, Wallace.
They don't-
Evidently, it didn't stick
they don't
because I
anymore.
was still playing with it for 15 minutes trying to get it to stick, and when I pushed it finally, it stayed. So.
Do you know how many times I put on the brakes?
Once.
0.
I didn't even need the fucking brights.
Well, during this, Jacqueline almost drove us into a granite wall.
Like I said before.
No one's not
screamed
said
at
anything
me
this
about the
entire
fucking
trip.
brights.
Listen.
You said we were going to fucking Hogwarts.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were Harry Potter, and I actually thought we went in the wall. I actually thought we went in the wall, and then we
Bo
came
was
out.
Harry Potter the other day, and he's been on a
Bo's
kick.
never seen Harry Potter.
Jackie was in the wall. Bo was
Okay,
not
no,
saying anything for an
I'm
hour.
not done with my
Bo
story.
sees, we go almost to the
No,
wall,
no,
and
no,
Bo goes, Jackie, the wall!
No, okay, but the reason why I was going to wall is because I was playing with these fucking brights that Wally was yelling about me.
We literally come within 3 inches to the point where I could probably smell the granite.
You know what, Wally, shut the hell up. At least I knew to push the brights back and not pull them.
Yeah, this lighthouse, cool, fine. I decided I'm not going to let Jackie drive anymore after killing us. So,
Actually, I did drive later on.
We have
Side
plenty
note.
more porta potty pictures. So we go to, where do we go after that, guys?
We went to some places,
East End.
and then we went.
Nauset.
Oh, you guys were
We went to
scared.
Nauset.
And then Wallace said,
And then we went to that, and then I was driving again.
let's go to this place. And we're like,
Well,
okay, fine.
Okay, and
All right.
again, I was driving.
This is false advertising.
I was driving,
This
and
is
he
fake
kept us-
news.
And he was giving me directions, okay? And let me paint the picture. We were going down this road. The trees were overhanging over the road. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were entering sand dunes after that.
Wally's like, don't get mad at me, but we're almost out of gas.
Okay, we got to fucking East Town, okay, which is where Nauset
That's
Light
first,
is.
that's first.
We went to East Town, which is like a very nice lighthouse. I was very pissed off. One, because the lighthouse wasn't turned on, and two, I've been driving for literally 24 hours accumulated. So we get out and go walk, and I'm like, oh my god. I forgot that house that's there is actually where somebody lives. That did not register in my mind at first. And then I'm like, I'm shining a flashlight into somebody's bathroom. I'm going to see an 85-year-old lady's tits. This is going to be bad. Okay, cool. Then we get annoyed. I'm like, my light has not come on yet. My gas light has not come on yet. So I just decided, I'm like, you know what? Why don't we go see one more lighthouse? We're like 15 minutes away. So we go to Truro, Massachusetts, where we're going to go see Highland Light, the Minecraft Tower. And that's a Hannah approves. Do we have a Nacho approves?
Minecraft.
Do we get a Nacho approves? The Minecraft Tower. Nacho approves!
Nacho likes
Yeah.
Minecraft.
10, my watch doesn't work, 10 p.m. on a Thursday night.
We went to the Minecraft Tower, and Wally was mad at the Minecraft Tower.
Because that's not what I wanted to see.
We took some goofy little fun pictures with my timer, and then
Well, I get in the car, we get in the car, and I go, fuck, the gas light's on.
Yeah.
That means we have 50 miles. So now we can either go back to Chatham, which is exactly 50 miles away, or we can try and find a gas station at 12:30 in the morning in Truro, Massachusetts in October, which is off-season at Cape Cod. So you can go to Truro, anything in Truro if it's open, or the mythical town of Provincetown, which, if you do not know anything about Providence, stay the fuck out of this. It is awful. It's a shitty town. The only good thing is it's the gay capital of the world. It is the San Francisco. It's mini San Francisco.
So we were driving down these roads. We were looking for at least one gas station. One. We went to Shell. We pulled up to Shell. Pumps are off. We keep on going. Which one was the next one we went to? We
We
had
went
to
to a Gulf.
yes.
At this point, we went to Provincetown.
Yes, we
Because
were
there's no
now.
other option.
Now Shell was
We were
outside
so out of
Provincetown.
gas.
So then I drove us into Provincetown. We were in Gulf. Pumps are off. So we go to another Shell. Another Shell in Provincetown. The pumps are off. So now we are all
Cumbies.
yes.
We're at Cumbies.
Now we're at Cumbies.
Okay. I get out of the car at Cumbies. It is now 12:45.
But remember, Cumbies is our last hope.
Literally last one. My gas light is on.
This is the last gas station that we could make it to.
I have 30 miles, which will not make us back to the lighthouse that we were just at. Okay? So, I get out of the car. Fuck. Okay, there's one little old black lady sitting behind the counter, and she's counting $1 bills. And I go, on the glass, she's making dead eye contact with me. I'm thinking that she's going to open the door to talk to me, right? And I go, she goes, I need gas! My light's on! And she goes, oh fucking well! I'm like, no, my light's on. I live in Brockton, which is like a city, like nowhere near where we are. And she goes, and hits a button on the counter. And she like shoos me away. I gotta fucking fill the gas. You know how much it cost me to fill? It cost me $120 to fill my fucking gas thing. It was like $4.08 for a gallon of gas. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But what am I gonna do? I'm gonna run out of gas in Provincetown? That's a great idea. We're gonna sit with no heat in 38-degree weather in Provincetown in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Not my parents think that I lied to my parents and told them I was in fucking Falmouth. So they have no idea where we are. So I'm like, this is a good way to die. Great. Jackie, continue. Mom, we love you. Dad, not so much. Continue, Jackie.
Is this when we go to the sand dunes?
the fucking dunes. Let me talk about the dunes. Okay.
I had to drive us in that.
Well, I'm sitting in the back seat of my car, and Wally's like,
Your car.
oh, sorry, in Wally's car. And Wally goes, let's go to the dunes.
Wait.
Well, I'm a big true crimer. And I say, the dunes? We're in Cape Cod. Everyone knows about Jaws. And my brain goes, I'm a big BuzzFeed Unsolved fan. And I remember the Lady of the Dunes. Wally has Jackie bring us about, I don't know, right, what the hell, where the Lady of the Dunes is found.
I figured this out after we left. We actually drove by when they found it.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, I looked up. It said she was found a mile away from the ranger station,
Which is
we
where we
at
were.
the ranger station, so we had to have driven by it in order to get there.
So you found a picture that matched the tree line?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we drove by where this dead lady was found, pitch black, 12:30 in the morning.
Not 12:30. This was more like 2:30 in the morning.
We were almost out of fucking gas. What the fuck? We were like, Kate and I were in the back fucking shivering. We're like, what if we're gonna find a dead body? What if we're about to be murdered? And Wally's like, you guys see a lighthouse? Wally, we're gonna be murdered.
Shot the lady line right there. Do you see a lighthouse? We're gonna get murdered!
So after running around, not even running around, after driving around the fucking dunes for like 10 minutes, we're like, okay, buddy, let's go. So we left.
We're literally driving in sand at this point.
And then we go back to this. Wally's like, let's go to this pier. So we go to this fucking pier, and there's this weird ass fisherman staring at us.
He drove in after us, though. We were standing there, and then he drove in his gray hoodie with his hood on, dark clothing, like gray hoodie, gray
The
sweatpants.
fisherman?
Yes, and he stared at us, just looking at us with his fishing pole. And I swear this man was going to murder us if we stayed longer.
He was aiming on it. That guy was looking at us.
He was staring.
We drove to the fucking pier. This is the pier, right?
Yes.
We go to the pier, and I'm like pointing at the lighthouses.
His pole.
Right.
We were the fish that
We were the fish. Well, look at the lighthouses, and I'm like, oh, there's Long Wharf, there's Land's End, and there's Lights, the fucking, whatever, Race Point. I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And then this guy comes in this very shitty old-style Toyota Tacoma and goes, muffles out of his car. It was actually very weird the way he did it. He, literally, walks over to the side, so he's still looking at my truck, and reaches in the back and grabs the fishing rod while making eye contact. And, shimmies over to the water and goes, starts fishing. And I'm not even kidding you. I've been in the car for maybe 30 seconds. And this guy literally goes and turns and looks at me. Wally's fucking really mad. I'm like, first off, I fish all the time. So one, this guy's not a fisherman. He didn't let it sink. He didn't let it sink. Okay? That's planning our murder.
He was hunting us.
He was hunting us. The guy's sitting there. Keep in mind, he's staring at me. He was going.
Why is Wally so good at making fishing noises?
So I was like, what the fuck, man? And I get back in the car, I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. I think I'm literally saying, where did you get to? Get in. And the guy goes, and reels it in really fast and puts it in the back of his car. Goes back into the sun and goes like this. And stares at me getting in the car. I don't know who this man was. Did not see his face. All I know is this dark gray hoodie, jeans, and he's wearing Red Wings. And he gets in the car. He was a white guy, had a scruffy beard. And the shadow covered his mouth and covered down to just on the top of his mouth. He's sitting there staring at me. Puts the fishing rod in his car and just stands there. I'm making eye contact as I'm backing up. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just driving into the water. Fuck this guy. I'll die for this motherfucker. Okay. And we drive away, and my first thought was, we almost just became the gentleman of the dunes. Okay?
The couple of podcasts with no friends.
At the dunes.
Wait, I just butchered that.
A couple of podcasts of no friends.
That was your worst case scenario, man? Well, it's too late.
We became, this podcast almost got abandoned. It would have been Jason and Nacho.
What a combination. And maybe Bo. Oh, Bo was with us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bo. I forgot.
Okay.
It would have been Jason
See,
and
I was next to him, hearing the whole
Entire
entire
time.
history of stuff. Even though I failed history for 3 years in a row, trying to focus whatever you're saying, and I'm here I don't know. I feel like I heard something, but I end up not remembering anything.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I said to Kate, I drove about 45 minutes and I pulled over and I let Kate drive because I died. Then I had a very deep conversation with Kate when I woke up.
Yeah, I did very well.
Kate did very well. And drove by 3 stadies and did not pull over once.
I missed the exit, so I made a nut joke.
She did. We missed the one exit to my house. It would have could have done 15 minutes. And then I go, Kate, you're supposed to take the exit. She goes, very funny.
We're almost back at Wally's house. We're in his little neighborhood. Wallace, you're crinkling a bottle, buddy. I don't know how much the podcast is going to enjoy that. Okay, so we're Kate's driving. I don't remember
I
what.
was manic at this point.
I don't remember what the fuck she said.
She said mommy's
No,
home.
no. We were like, this house is so nice. And then Hannah said, drive into it. And I said, mommy's home. And Hannah died in the back seat, and I don't know why, but it was funny.
It was 2 in the morning. We almost got murdered. And then just Kate saying, "Mommy's home." Send me over the edge. I was dying. We had to stop at a stop sign and just
Yeah, I stopped and let myself get a grip, and then I kept going.
Yeah, that was hysterical.
Then the last day.
Sunday, which really wasn't as eventful. We just went into Boston, took pictures of our boobs,
I was angry.
skipped
I did
rocks.
take pictures.
Kate was angry. Kate was having a rough day.
We went to some place, and the guys behind the counter were staring at us.
Literally
What?
staring at us.
When we went to
I've never been more uncomfortable in my
really?
life.
Went to Mike's roast beef.
Don't call them out. They're not gonna watch this, but they were staring very, very hard at us.
Staring.
They did not bring eye
What
contact.
if
Every
that
time
was
I looked
hot?
up, I made eye contact.
Yeah.
He was hot, but it was still scary.
It was spooky as hell. And we went to
Oh!
Then we went to McDonald's
No,
across the
no.
street.
Let me tell the story. girls across the street to go to the bathroom. Because fucking the roast beef place didn't have a goddamn bathroom. And so we go in there, and there's 2 stalls. Jackie and Hannah go into the stalls, and I am patiently waiting outside. Keep in mind, I hate children, okay?
Yeah, she was one.
This small child comes in and just like moseys on over in front of me. And in my head, I was like, she's gonna cut me in line. But I wasn't gonna say anything. Sorry, I hit the castle again. I pride myself on being like slightly nice, so I didn't say anything. But in my head, I'm like, this bitch, she better not. Jackie comes out and she scurries on in that stall. I've never wanted to punch a child more in my life. And then apparently she got out and was washing her damn face with like soap.
She was applying that soap like lipstick. It was all over her face.
Jackie's making contact. Jackie's like, Hannah? And I'm like, what? And I look up and she's staring at me in the mirror. And I'm like, oh my god.
I hate soap.
And she applied the soap
It
to
sounds
her mouth.
super weird, doesn't it?
It was really funny.
That's funny as shit.
But that wasn't the end of the child's cage.
No, she was fucking blocking the door on the way out also. I was like, move, bitch.
We saw Harvard Square.
Park the car and have it,
You gotta park the car and have a yard, but you can't park the car and have a yard because it's part of the water.
Harvard!
Because it's part of, no, fuck me!
No,
Always does this stupid thing where he says, you gotta park the car and have a yard, but you can't park the car
okay, well, do you want to say it?
because it's part of the
Hey,
house.
how do we just take that and move to the next? This is move to the next podcast. It's an accent thing.
That's true.
Well, no,
Park
he
the
says
car
that.
and have a gas.
So we go to Harvard.
Harvard.
We go to Harvard. Today, it's the 3rd day. Hannah's in the passenger
We'll talk about
seat,
this
baby. We go to Boston. We see Harvard. Kate and I flash the
We're
camera.
in Cambridge, because Cambridge is actually in Harvard. Harvard is actually in Cambridge, not in Boston.
We're
Okay.
sad because we don't want to leave Massachusetts and come back to our horrible school. We're upset because the men in the roast beef store were objectifying us. We almost died.
Always taking forever to get this damn food out of the roast beef place.
Bo literally was like eating, like sitting down with a fork and knife. Like, Bo, let's go. He goes, in a second, I'm done. Like, no, when you're done, just fucking wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, Bo takes forever to get in the car. And oh my god, he had to pick up everything he had on the seat because he brought his fucking laptop, his notebook. He had to pick it up off the seat every single time he got back in.
Wally was drove out without him.
The car was in motion.
The door was open.
That was in at the roast beef place.
Bo was not in the car yet.
The door was open and I like hit Bo backing up and I didn't even know it. I felt bad.
Well, after the fucking
Love you, Bo.
long day in Boston, well, first we got stuck right outside where the garden, where the Bruins was letting out all
North
the
Station.
fans.
At the garden, the Bruins had just won against I think the fucking Sharks.
So
With
every single Bruins fan in all of the country was leaving one building, and we were stuck in the traffic.
Crossing the street all at once.
Yes! And then we finally go to the roast beef place. We're all kind of grumpy because we've been in the car all day, and we keep doing circles around the city because we're a little bit
Where's
lost.
the Fenway?
We did go, I forgot about Fenway. Went to Fenway. Kate took a picture with Harry Styles' tour bus.
It's not Harry Styles' tour
I
bus.
don't know that.
I know it was. He was playing 100 miles away in Rhode Island.
No, he was
Yes, he was.
He was in Madison
In
Square.
Boston.
Oh, I thought he was in Madison. Oh, he was in Boston.
It was.
Well, we saw Harry Styles' tour bus and got honked at because we were sitting in the middle of the road, Jackie and I did. We almost killed Bo. And then it finally time for us to go back to Wally's house, say goodbye to his parents, to his dog, to Stoughton, Massachusetts. It was sad.
Nacho taco spot.
I know. On the way back, our one last stop was Tacos Don Nacho, which is the Eye Candy's family restaurant. We get there. We call Nacho on the way there. Nacho's like, oh, I gotta go tell my parents you guys are coming. So we pull in the parking lot, and we see these two people standing there. One of them's on the phone. They're staring at
They're
us.
so happy.
They're so happy to see us. On the way there, Nacho told us his nephew was going to be there.
His nephew is a celebrity player.
He's very cute.
He's so cute.
His name's Darian. Licky names, but his name's Darian. He's 4 years old,
He's really shy.
and he's got ginormous blue eyes.
Yeah.
He's the cutest little thing you'll ever see. And so we pull in. We're staring at these
We were
people.
really nervous to meet the in-laws.
We were. But they were very excited.
They were really excited.
And so we get out of the car, and they come right over. And we're like,
Well,
where the
no,
hell's the
Bo
nephew?
goes right over.
That is true. I was on the phone with Nacho through Instagram, and you can only see half of Nacho's face. It's dark. You can hardly hear him.
Bo's phone goes up to 2 volumes.
And Nacho's like mom doesn't speak that much English, so Nacho was there translating for us. But we could hardly hear each other, and Bo was not holding the phone anywhere near us, so we could not understand what was going on.
Oh, Hannah and I's Harry Styles concert went very well.
It did. Jenny was made us bark
Jenny Lewis did make us bark. Jenny Lewis took a phone call that nobody heard.
because it wasn't mic'd up.
He was not mic'd up.
Sorry, we're just informing the podcast, our podcast,
Oh,
about our concert, because this is the Hannah and Kate podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
Because Wally left.
It's fuck David Wallace, am I right?
Yeah.
I thought you'd sleep for a bit. Can not come?
Can I come back now?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was really saying, I think he left for a bit. He did not come back yet.
Well, I don't know. It was fun. We stopped at Nacho's taco place. His mom gave us so much food. There's
so
still
good.
food. There's still
You're
food
so
in the
shit in
freezer.
the car.
She was very nice. We saw his nephew. We drove by Nacho's house because we were like, this is something that we have to
Nacho was
do.
stalking us on the security cameras of the
But we have a cute picture.
video we keep picture.
And then the dreaded time came, and we drove back home, listening to some music that we enjoyed, and then Wallace played country, made us sad. And then we pulled into the University of New Haven, and everyone felt nothing but sadness.
It's true.
Although we did get to see the icon.
We did get to see Nacho.
And Jason.
Yay! Yes.
And Jason.
Jason was fucking there right out of the elevator.
Yeah, I was not as excited about Jason.
I saw Nacho, and
I love Jason. Executive editor.
it was raining.
Free my town, but things were closed.
It's true, actually. We did point out.
Tried to go to the place in my town and it was
We
closed.
tried to go to the
Side
place.
Silently Crush Pie's not open at the middle of the morning.
9 o'clock in the morning, yeah.
Oh, there was okay. I thought you were for like.
Oh, like, no, I mean, it was like probably like 12:30 by the time I'm like, hey, let's go to Flaky Crest. I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
No, close.
It's a Sunday, and it's also 12:30.
It was sad. Going back to sad. It was really hard. We ate Nacho's tacos, and then we all went to bed. And that was our trip to Boston.
And then we woke up and
Why is not cleaning the floors?
flipping the floors.
Well, they're saying you start cleaning up the party's over.
Yeah.
So,
Feeling like the party's ended.
Pretty
I hope you guys have all enjoyed Massachusetts Madness, the Cape Cod Conundrum.
I just feel the organization of this was madness as well. We were all over the fucking
It was
map.
David
While we
Ross's
were on the
fault.
fucking road trip.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's this one. I think this one is most certainly going to take the cake for longest podcast yet. But it's great because it was a great story to tell. It was taking longest podcast, I believe, fraternities, which is a little over an hour. And this one's probably approximately an hour and 20 minutes.
if you guys come into the city, you don't want to listen to this one. Go find it out.
Amy?
I got a lot of things to edit Jason out of this one, but it should still fall around a very long podcast. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Tune in next week, from your perspective, for the season finale of season 1 of A Couple Friends No Class, where we discuss the fact that Wally and I are from the same state, but we're not talking really similar, and how that same thing applies to Jackie and Hannah. And also how it's not to talk British amongst the friend group. And the dash of Southern, and whatever Wally made that one time, it was not the correct accent for what we were talking about.
That is in like one of the first 3 episodes.
Yeah. Anyway, so we'll talk about that next week. Thank you all for coming and everyone who came on to the podcast. See you guys next week.